Why do you not want to move? Okay, I'll just hold it. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Jasmine, the owner of Stella Beyond, and this is vlog number 2, my second small business vlog. I'm so excited. I've been trying to keep on these, at least try to get one out to you once a week, if not twice a month. We'll see how it goes. I just spent the past 10 minutes recording myself and I did not have this plugged in. So we're gonna try again. We're gonna start over again. So the first thing I wanted to touch on was the fact that during my research and through looking up stuff, I learned that when you do go to register your business with the state, your public, whatever address that you give them becomes public access. So when I realized that, I was like, oh, that means that if I use my normal house address, my house address will become public. And we don't want that. So the reason why I brought this up is because if I did not know this off the top of my head when I wanted to start my own business, there's other people out there that don't know this. So I want to give you things that I'm learning along the way so that we both, you or, me or you as another small business owner will learn as we both go. So hopefully that helps someone out a little bit. I have been looking into virtual addresses for businesses. I do not have a person or a business I'm going with yet, but I'm gonna continue to do some research on it because I'm not entirely sure if it's something I need or if there's something else I need to do. With that said, looking into PO boxes, I will still get a PO box, but I learned that some business bank accounts won't take a PO box for an address, or they may not look at you as a professional business if you go with the PO box, and that's unfortunate because of various reasons, but that's the reason why I'm starting to look into virtual addresses. So that's just another tidbit if you didn't know already, or if you're just curious yeah, they don't take PO boxes, so it's good to have a virtual address. I'm just not sure if I want to go through with it because with a virtual address, it's kind of weird how all of that works. I'm not going to go too much into it because that's something I feel you need to do your own research on and kind of figure out where you want to go with it. It's just through my research at this current time, I'm not sure if I'm really ready to go through it yet, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what ends up becoming what I go with. So with that said, speaking of addresses, I want to talk about the state of my house. As I mentioned in my previous video, I'm trying to sell my house, and that's going great. No, it's not. No, it's gone okay. It's getting better. So one of the things that has been, like I said before in my previous video, I've had my house up since December, and a lot of the reason why we didn't get much interest, I think it's due to the weather, because now that the weather is picking up, we are getting so many people that want to take a look at this house. Just random people coming by wanting to take a look too, not people that are scheduling appointments with the realtor. But the few bids that we've gotten were really trying to lowball us. Like one was like $10,000 under the asking price, and our asking price isn't very high. So my thought was, no, we're not going to do that. But also, it's just been kind of a journey with trying to sell this house. Because we do want to move out of state, and so we've been looking at other places to move to. The apartment hunt actually is going well. We just have to have a house sold to move out because we can't afford a mortgage and a rent. We just don't have the income enough to do that. Another thing that I've been kind of worried about with selling my house and moving out of state is the obvious of I have to find a job. I am a disabled veteran, so I do get disability, but that's only enough to pay the rent and a few other things. It's not enough to pay for everything. So having a 9-to-5 currently is probably ideal, although it's not what I want. What I want is to do what I'm doing, which is, run my business, make things that I enjoy and that I want to share with others, and eventually kind of branch off into other stuff that I wanted to do. But like I said in my other video, running a business is what I've always wanted to do, even when I was young. And so right now it's just gotta find a job. Yeah, so that's one of my biggest worries, is being able to find a job once we move. The apartment situation looks like it's going to be okay for the most part. We found some really nice apartments where we want to move to. We took a day trip out to the location that we're thinking of moving to, and it's beautiful, it's active, it's awesome. We are super excited, we're super stoked, and we just got to get this house sold. So we'll see what happens. We actually have a few people coming by soon. It's really picked up with people wanting to see the house. We had one other person that is waiting on something before they can put in a bid, and we hope they do, because we really want to move on to the next chapter of our lives. So the next thing I want to talk about is doing content. That is, I've learned, and I'm not the only one that struggles with this, but there are a lot of small business owners from the small business sphere that I've been trying to get involved in. There are quite a few of us that are just really bad with content. Not necessarily like terrible with it, but if anyone's like me and they're literally just starting with making content, they are struggling. And I know you hear all the time, just record everything. It really is true. Just literally record everything. I record everything from me like unboxing my stickers to videotaping my cat and my dog. I even have a little short video on her because I've designed some stickers around her looks, because she is very inspirational as a cat. I love her to death. She's amazing. Oh, my doggy too. He's the goodest boy, the bestest boy. I'm better at drawing cats than I am dogs, which is why I haven't really drawn any like Boss Man, which is my dog's name, Boss Man like stickers or anything like that. But I'm gonna give it a go, because he is the goodest boy, and he deserves some love. He deserves some art of him. But yeah, so I've been trying to do content here and there. So far I had enough content to be able to post at least like once every day or once every other day, and I think I'm gonna start going with every other day, just so I can kind of spread those out. But right now I currently have because I record on my phone, but my phone doesn't have enough storage space. So I'm trying to like migrate all of my stuff over to my PC so I can make more content and stuff for you guys. I've been kind of avoiding putting too much information onto my videos, like my XC URL or anything like that, because I don't have anything posted up. And that's another thing that I've just been scared to do it, guys. I've honestly just been scared to post those listings up. I've been scared to, I've been making product photos, but I've just been too scared to post them up. So I'm like, well, what if the product photo doesn't look good enough? Like I've tried all these different lighting things and it just doesn't look to my standards. And it's like, do I really want to start posting this stuff up? Like what if, so many what ifs. And I need to just do it. And I know I need to just do it. And hopefully I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, guys. I am so scared though, and I don't know what I'm afraid of. And I think maybe that's something that other small business owners go through when they first start, is just having the courage to get it started. Because I know some people say sometimes it's not getting it started, but it's keeping the motivation to maintain it. But honestly, getting started too is kind of the hard thing for some people, especially me, who has a lot of anxiety. And I'm just worried that things, I don't know, I'm worried about everything. It doesn't even have to be anything in particular. It's just I'm worried, and I just have to get over that hurdle and start making my postings. So tomorrow, Sunday, because today's Saturday, so tomorrow I absolutely will get it done. Today I would do it, but I have like 500 people coming through my house later. So I won't be able to do it until later tonight. So I will take all of my product photos tonight, and then tomorrow I will start making my listings. Another thing I've been thinking about doing is rearranging this room. You can't really see much of it. I have positioned myself closer to the window because of the natural lighting. But honestly, I need to start rearranging things, even though I'm going to be moving soon, probably, hopefully, fingers crossed. The way my space is, it's not great. I have all of my business crafting stuff right here. So my laptop, my Cricut, my printer, and then I have like I have my laminator machine and like all of my stuff here. And then behind me is where I keep my products. And then over here is where I have my computer and honestly, I would have rearranged it a little differently, but for some reason, like my Bluetooth doesn't reach over here. But anyway, so what I think I may do is actually move my computer back to the window where it was before and have this whole wall, and I know you guys can't see it, but basically just rearrange my whole room and stuff like that so that it's easier when I launch the business to start actually doing stuff in here. As for the launch date, and I did want to touch on this, as for the launch date, I have decided firmly to launch March 31st. So that is going to be my launch date. I'm getting everything prepped. I'm getting everything sorted out. We are doing it. It's gonna happen because originally it was supposed to be in February. That was when I first started planning, when I first wrote out like my business plan and everything I wanted to do. It was back in November. I had a projection of I'm gonna start my business in 3 months. And unfortunately, I didn't meet that because I pushed things back due to selling the house and not being sure where I was going to be at in life. But at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm just going to go ahead and launch. The only way I could see myself not launching is if we get the bid in. If the bid comes in before the 31st, then I will hold off until we move, because that would just be way too much chaos. I'd have to launch, then shut down the store until we move, and then I'm not going to do all that. So that is the current plan, March 31st, unless I finally get that bid in that makes me go, yep, we're closing, we're going to do it. The plan is, if for some reason, by some miracle, hope of God, we end up getting the bid in before the 31st or before whenever, I want to move by May. May is a good sweet spot. It will let me, look for a new job. It'll let me do a lot of other things, save up the money that I need to save up for deposits and whatnot, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. So that is the current plan. Let's hope and pray I can get this house sold so we can get this business launched, man. Like, it's because I think it'd be crazy to launch a business and then be in the middle of moving. Like, who wants to do that? That'd be insane. So I hate the fact that wanting to sell this house is what's keeping me from finally pushing forward and opening up my shop. I might just open up on Etsy anyway. I don't know. But speaking of online shops, I did actually decide to do my Shopify store. I'm working on that right now. I purchased the domain, so it'll be stellabeyond.store. I'm super excited about that, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the website started and everything like that. That doesn't necessarily mean I'll launch, but I wanna start having everything ready for people, and because I'm getting a lot of people asking me, either from work or when I talk about my business outside of it, asking me, hey, like, what's your URL? What's your shop? And I don't have anything for them yet. So at the very least, I want to go ahead, get my products up, get my listings up, and have something for them. So when things launch, we're good to go. Another thing, and I mentioned this in my last video, and I still haven't gotten all the information yet that I want. I'm not sure where I want to go with yet, but I want to get a mailing list started. So I want to start getting emails and whatnot. So I can, when people ask me about my business, I can go, hey, you can sign up for this, or, hey, you can visit here. And then when they visit, there'll be a thing for them to sign up to my newsletter, and then they'll know when everything launches. I want to start getting that going, because I've had people be interested, and that's really cool. It's nice to know that, by my subtle spreading the word and word of mouth and whatnot, people are interested and they want to see. Even if they don't buy, maybe they'll be like, oh, that'd be something nice for, my friend or my friend's daughter or, my uncle or whatever. So yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I'm really happy about the fact that people are interested in my products, because I've shown them a little bit of the stuff that I've been working on, and people have been like, yeah, I really like that. So that really makes my day. So another thing that I want to talk about is everything that's come in. So my glasses have come in, and I'm really excited about that. I had a little bit of issues with the glasses. The glasses that I ordered weren't the ones that I thought they were going to be, so I tried to return them, and then I ended up just keeping them because, I don't know, Amazon was like, yeah, you can just keep them, whatever. I also, if anyone knows of any like alternatives to Amazon, I would really like to hear it. I do not want to shop through Amazon if I don't have to. I have been slowly starting to move away from Amazon for most of my things, but the more the merrier. Like sticker paper, I'm gonna try and find a local vendor or a local kitchen place, restaurant supply store. I want to try to find a local one that may sell me the Libby glasses, and then I just have to find the lids and the straws later. I really, really, really want to get away from Amazon because it's a plague. So if you guys have any suggestions about where I can go to get other supplies, for stickers, bookmarks, so paper and things like that, good quality cardstock and whatnot, and glasses, I would love to hear it if you guys have any suggestions on that. Outside of that, my stickers have come in and I'm super stoked about them. I did get some other stickers because I was having issues with the laminate on my stickers sticking, and then I learned that it's because I haven't been letting them sit long enough. So apparently when you are making stickers and you print them on vinyl sticker paper or any kind of sticker paper really, you have to give it at least 24 hours to, I think it's called degassing, and then you can put laminate on there. I did not know that. And so I was getting really upset because I had these really nice looking stickers, but the laminate would like peel off after a week, and I was mad about it because I was like, there's no way I'm going to sell these stickers, because I would be personally upset if I got a sticker and then a week later it was ruined because of normal wear and tear. So, and I also was having issues. I did water tests on them too, and they did not pass the water test. So I've been doing a little bit more research on that, a little bit more on what I wanted to get sticker paper wise, and then the laminate, I looked that up, and then I found out about the gassing. So just make sure if you're making stickers, you leave them for 24 hours and then you put the laminate on, and then you do your cutting and everything like that. I did not know that until recently, and I'm very glad I learned it before I started my business. So basically all that's really left now is getting my shop set up and getting my my Shopify store set up, because everything is in now. I have my glasses. I'm still waiting on my UV DTF transfers, which, by the way, I made a boo-boo, and when I ordered my my set of UV DTF transfers, I didn't realize in Canva the size was 2 inches short. So when I went to put the UV DTF transfer on my glass, I noticed it didn't fit like all the way around. And I was like so confused. I was like, what did I do wrong? I know I did this right. And then I went and checked, and the measurements were wrong. So I spent about $100 on UV DTF transfers that will not fit the glasses that I'm going to be using them for. I pretty much have where I want to set my stickers and all of my products price-wise. So it's just a matter of going ahead and doing that. I was sitting down trying to work it all out in my head, and I was like, these prices don't seem consistent. And that's on purpose. In Etsy, they purposefully make the price look as cheap as possible, so that when you go to order and then you look at your total, it's a lot more, but you've already committed and invested and you really want this item. And I wouldn't say it's like a bad practice, it's just how Etsy is, because there's so many ways you can order things and customize things, so it makes sense. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep doing my research and making sure that I give myself the fairest price possible, because it's not, I want to make sure, like, I'm giving out good quality stuff at the right price for, for everybody, and also for myself, because I am putting time and labor into this, And you want to make sure you're getting something too, because that's the whole point of a business. You want to give something awesome to people, but you also want to make sure you can get what you're putting into it so that you can continue to give people the awesome stuff that you want to put out there for them. Okay, so I'm not going to have this be too long, unlike my other video. I think this is a good place to stop, but I'm so excited for what the future is going to bring, and I can't wait to show you guys everything. I'm going to be, again, just keep an eye out. I'm going to be having my shop open up soon. Shopify has this really cool thing where I think it's like the first few days, or like you pay like $1 for like the first few days are free, and then you pay $1 for 3 months, and that's super, super cool. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and of course I have my domain, so there is that. And then after that, it'll be more money. But I like the idea of having a few months to only pay $1 to really get a feel for Shopify and really get my business launched. So since I am going to be launching on the 31st, we will also have a Shopify store on top of an Etsy store. So excited, super excited for that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked, please hit that thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe and join me on my small business journey as I stumble and struggle and and put myself out there for you guys, then please go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to see where this journey goes a year from now. I want to definitely do a recap and kind of just look over everything, and hopefully you'll be with me every step of the way. All right, bye.